Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about professions, occupation. So profession and occupation are the same words, okay? Occupation and profession are the same. So what is your profession? What is your occupation? So they are the same, okay? So, but we have two different words. We have job and work. So there is a little difference between them. Job we use as a noun, substantivo, and work we use substantivo, trabalho, and we use as a verb, trabalhar. Então, a diferença de job e work. Quando a gente pega a nossa carteira de trabalho e o que vem estampado lá, qual é a sua profissão? Eu sou professor. E quais são as suas obrigações como professor? Então, o que vem estampado na carteira de trabalho seria your job, ok? Your job is what comes in your work wallet, okay? In the United States and Canada, they don't have work wallet, okay? I'm just making a translation just so you understand. All right, so job é o que vem estampado na carteira e work seria o teu trabalho. O que você faz referente ao que está na carteira de trabalho? Então, se você é um professor, quais são as funções que você faz como professor? Você dá aula, você prepara as aulas, você auxilia os alunos. Então, tem várias especificações como professor. Não é só dar aula e deu. Então, só para vocês entenderem, job e work tem uma diferença. Job é o que vem na carteira e work são as funções referente ao que você faz, as coisas que você faz, ok? So I put some occupations or professions in this slide, and I will explain some about the jobs that we have here, and I'm going to say about some verbs, about what they do, okay? So this is important just to know the professions and some verbs that we use. Okay, so the first profession is a computer programmer, okay? So computer programmer, I put three important people in here. So we have Mark Zuckerberg. So he is a computer programmer. So what does the computer programmer do? So they do a lot of things, but the basic is they program, okay? So when they códigos, they code to make a program. So they code, they install programs, and they do the backup. Backup seria a limpeza do computador. They do a backup, they install programs, instalam programas, and they program. Eles programam, okay? So Mark Zuckerberg is a very important guy nowadays. He's the creator of Facebook. So, and he has other apps too, like Instagram, Instagram, Snapchat, and others. I just know Facebook and Instagram, but he has a lot others. So he's very important because in the time that he created, maybe he used other ideas of his friends, but he was the inventor. That's why he is very important nowadays. And the another one is I think he is the king of all the information we have nowadays. Most of the people still use Windows as their favorite programs because it's easy to use and it's cheap. So I think this is very easy to use the Windows. And the other one is Steve Jobs. So I think he was the revolutionary about touchscreen. Touchscreen is when he invented or created the iPhone 3GS. I think was the first phone that touchscreen. So touch, screen, okay? So this is very important. Screen and screen, ok? As duas palavras são bem parecidas, só que uma termina com N e a outra termina com M. Então são duas palavras diferentes, tem que tomar cuidado, isso a gente vê no curso, no alfabeto, M e N. M, boca fechada, e N, boca aberta. Então, touch, screen, N seria a tela, e scream é berrar, okay? So, very important this. So, Steve Jobs was very important too, because he created a new system beside Windows, right? So, beside Elaine. Windows, Bill Gates, and Macintosh, Steve Jobs, all right? So the next one is nurse. I think nowadays, so I am recording in April of 2020, I think the nurses, they are very important in this moment in our country, and I believe the rest of the world, because they help the people, right? So one verb, they help the people, the verb help, and you can use it as a noun, substantivo, help, socorro, como substantivo, e também ajudar. They help the people, the patients, they take care of the patients. So take care, phrasal verb, take care. Take é o verbo pegar e care é tomar cuidado. Quando a gente junta os dois dá uma expressão. Take care seria tomar cuidado. And they auxiliate the people. Auxiliate. Eles auxiliam as pessoas. So I think the nurses, they are very important in this moment to take care of the people, auxiliate the people, and help most of them. All right? So the next profession is, maybe you don't understand this, but it's a psychologist. I think psychologists, they're very important. Why? Why they're very important? Because they help you to organize your mind, organize your thoughts. Thoughts, pensamentos, organize, organizar. I think the psychologists, they help you to organize your thoughts. They guide you, guide, guiar. They guide you to maybe leave the problems, leave, deixar, leave the problems, and maybe they help you to go into your subconscious and bring good memories, or maybe let it left behind. Let it left behind. Mais uma expressão, deixar isso para trás. Okay? So I think the psychologists, they are very important. We have similar, like psychologists and psychiatric. I know it's different, but they kind of help people, right? I think both, they try to help people. All right? All right. So the next one is the doctors. I think the doctors, like the nurses nowadays, in this period that we are living now, they are very important because they are treating the people about the COVID-19, right? So I think the doctors, they examine the people, they give prescription, prescrição, they give medication, and they auxiliate too. So they give all the help that they can, and I think they are doing, the doctors and the nurses, they're doing a very good job nowadays, because we watch TV and we know the chaos that the whole world is living now. So I think they are very important this moment. So it's a good profession because they have a good salary. Of course, they study a lot. They have to study for a long time. And for doing specialization, they have to study much more. So that's why they are granted for the money that they receive. But for now, I think the job they're doing is fantastic. So the next one is the firefighters, the firemen. So firefighters, they are very important because they help to finish the fire, to put water in the fire. So they help to do this. And some accidents, they help too. They save lives, right? They are very important for this. And I think it's a very nice profession because they are trying to save lives. I think that's the most powerful thing that you can do in life is to save lives. So I think this profession is very honorable. So firefighters or firemen, they help to save lives. They put water in the fire, they finish the fire. So the next profession is the sign language translator. I think this is a very good profession because in the past we didn't have this profession, or I didn't see the people working. So when you see the president or the governor or other people from public work speaking for the whole nation, we always see in a square in the TV here someone doing some um, sign language translator. They are translating to the people who are deaf. They don't listen and they don't speak. So I think it's a very honorable profession too, because they are including these people in the society. I think everyone has the right to understand and they have their rights. It's not because they don't speak, they don't listen, they don't have their rights. So I think this is a very new and old profession. This is very old, but the inclusion in society, I think, is the past 4 or 3 years. Um, so I think this is a very nice profession nowadays. All right. So the next profession is about the police officers. I think the police, the civil police, the military police, the army, all the police we have now, I think they are here to save lives too and to do the security. I think that's the most powerful thing that they can do. They give security for us to do the basic things. If we don't have security, we are lost. I think we have a lot of problem. We know that in Brazil we have a lot of problems with drug dealers and other problems, but I think the police in here, especially in our state, we can feel very safe. Of course, sometimes we have problems, but that's normal. But I think this is a very honorable profession too. So they help to save lives, they auxiliate the traffic, they investigate. So this is very important too. So this profession is very good too. So the next one is the scientist. I think the scientists that are living nowadays in this period, they are trying to find the cure to help the people about this disease, this virus that we have now. I think nobody find out the solution for this virus. I think is very bad, this virus, and I think they are working very hard to find the cure. So the scientists, they do researches, pesquisas, they try to find the cures, right? They analyze blood and other things too. So I think this is a very good profession too. What I have been watching the TV is that they are not having money to do the research in Brazil. I don't know about other countries, but I think our investment in the scientists is very low. I think it should increase because I think they are very important. If they have more money, they can do more research and save better our lives. All right. So the next one is, for me, is the best profession, not because I am a professor, but I think a teacher or professor, they are very important because they give knowledge to a lot of people and they can teach you, they can put you in a good way to be someone. All right. Of course, education comes from home, but I think the teachers and professors, they are very important for the society. I think if we don't have education, like basic education, I don't think uh, our country or the country can grow with unrespected people. So the teacher, they teach the kids, they guide the kids, they give a good example is what they should do. And there is a difference between teacher and professor. It's very basic, but it's very used in United States. So teacher is, I'm going to speak in Portuguese just to give you a good sense of this. So teacher é quando você está no pré e até o terceirão, a pessoa que está ensinando é considerado teacher, e algum ensino após o terceirão, universitário, pós-graduação, mestrado, enfim, eles são chamados de professor. A não ser se é mestrado, doutor, ou PhD, enfim. Mas essa diferença de teacher e professor is very used. And one more thing important, that in the United States, they never call by the name of the teacher, the professor. They always call Mr. and the last name of the teacher. This is very respectful and is what they learn in the beginning when they go to school, or they learn in their house too. All right. So I think this was the last profession. We know that we have a lot of professions, and all the professions are very important. I just took some professions just to talk about with you, giving some verbs and some knowledge about some things. So I hope you like it. I see you in the next video. All right. Bye-bye.